Your work always tells a story. Let's have a close look.
Hello, my name is Sherry Duggal, and I launched my book Beneath the Surface at Cottage Bistro on the 18th of September at Cottage Bistro, and it was a wonderful experience. I have the whole team here. I'm a writer-actor. Writing and acting is my focus, although I also have an extensive dance background, and I'm actually a naturopathic doctor. So I don't do full clinical case taking, but I love any form of expression, and I also do a lot of teaching. It's based on Chinese medicine philosophy, my book. It's all about how body, mind, and spirit come together to create the being. It's all about the soul. It's all about emotional expression. It's all about that spiritual awareness that we're trying to trigger. And that spirituality comes in through music, or through poetry, or through singing. And it's all about, like he said, I like the way you worded it, it's inviting the muse into your being and just being open and receptive to whatever comes. And Celeste did a improvisational dance to one of my pieces the day of. She just read my piece and just did her thing. So I think part of being an artist is working with that improvisational aspect of it and just letting that kind of that feel, that mood just take over, and whatever comes out of it, let the audience connect with it, along with yourself being connected with that particular piece and that moment. I am fire. Flames dance, and the heat demands attention. Look at me! I scream. There is friction with each step I take. Heads turn. Beware of the sparks. I am powerfully hot, ready to burn. Can you hear my passion? I take risks, melting hearts of stone. I'm the unpredictable element, the love affair. Come on, I dare you to play with me, to play with fire.
Da, 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 di, sa, da, sa.
I am water. I reflect upon my nature, pure and simple. Sparkling inside of you, I bring clarity of thought. I'm your essence, the beauty of cool. I drink it up, all of it. I'm moisture, hydration for life. As water, I feel deeply. I define you, appearing in different forms. I'm not all innocence. You try to hold me, but I drip down your face.
Hello, my name is Krishna, and I'm a graduate student at University of British Columbia, and previously was a student with Simon Fraser University. And I'm a Carnatic and Hindustani classical vocal singer. Yeah, it's the same thing. And I had the opportunity to sing with Sherry Ji during her book launch, and we tried to portray different moods of music using some rags and how they could be depicted. They could help her depict her expressions through her poems.
da 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 ga re ni sa.
My name is Vidya Sundar. I've been contacted by Sherry from my website for the event she just explained. It was a wonderful surprise, and it was great to participate in this event. It was really fulfilled playing with Krishna and assisting on the background to wonderful poetry of Sherry. About myself a little bit, I am a graphic designer and a musician. And I don't know, musician more or graphic design more, I don't know which one. I think music rules us recently. What's my view of music is that I think the music is something that comes off from silence, premeditative silence. It's something that I call it thoughtful silence, silence of existence, silence of breath, silence of thought. Yes, everything comes from silence. We say at the beginning it was a sound, right? So I think sound that comes from thoughtful silence is the beginning of music. Of course, I had experience in my life with different genres and different styles of music. I remember playing just totally eclectic stuff when I was a young musician. Very experimental, very much so. And at that time I remember we come out with concept of surprise steps, right? Which basically is you play anything and expect this to be an inspiration for the next step. So, and over years I've developed my guitarship, I would say, into more different instruments. And this particular instrument you see here is Vinar, which I actually designed, and it was built in India originally, then recently in Vancouver by Michael Dunn. And this instrument actually fulfills all my expectations and ideas of music. So that's what I do. The instrument itself, as I said, it's a melange of guitar and Indian instruments. I call it Vinar because it's, although it sounds like sitar more or less, I call it Vinar because it combines Vina and guitar. So those two instruments, once put together, will sound like that. So, as you can see, there are quite a number of strings here. We have regular tempura that we see in all Eastern music. With drone, bass drone, which is basically fifth. It's explained just a second ago. Fifth. We think the fifth is the two fixed notes, fixed interval around which everything evolves and rotates. So basically, in Western concept, I'll play chords every time I strum the chord, playing only one note, basically, with my left hand. It's a chord. It's a chord. It's a chord. So we have tried to blend East and West together to give the three-dimensional sound. Other strings, like you can see in instruments, is Chikari and Taraf. So sympathetic strings that actually they create ambience, the atmosphere of the sound. And this sound would be sounding as it sounds without the bridge, which is typical Indian bridge. We call it jvari. Those are like pieces of bones or tooth of shark. Actually, you have orca here. I have mammoth. This is mammoth, found in Canada, and so those are the precise bridges that will enable the sound to be more spacious. So the sound is more or less altered and gives this, Western nomenclature called flanger, chorus type sounding. And well, what else I could tell about the instrument? From luthier point of view, the board is very interestingly built because it's thicker than here. This board on this side is thinner, much thinner than the bottom part, because to enable the sound to portray it better. For example, the high-pitched sounds they are more pronounced when they bounce off the thick board, whereas the basses are more pronounced when they rest on the thin board. So, and you have another traditional speaker hall that allows me to hear better what comes out. What inspires me in Indian music, which is brilliant, it's divine actually, to the concept of alap, which is ad libitum in Western nomenclature. Ad libitum, playing without rhythm, but basically calling in the person of that particular piece you tend to play. Right? So let's say, for example, I want to in India. You can tell more than me, but I'll just explain a little bit differently that you can have the rag or raga come to the scent to the artist by invoking her humbly and with heart, of course, expertise as well, right? So and that's also very inspiring in Indian music, is that music is personal. It's not a bunch of sounds. Actually, it's a character. Every raga is a character. Is a person. So bringing this mood is that's the goal of playing. Am I correct? Mood.
My name is Enrico Renz. I'm a teacher, a singer-songwriter, and a guitar player. And I've really embraced collaboration because every time I play with somebody else, I discover something new about myself, and it's a great way of being. So when Sherry asked me to do a piece with her, I was very excited. And
Hi, I'm Celeste Snober, and I was dancing when Sherry was reading poetry. I'm a dancer, writer, poet, prof at SFU in the arts and education. And I love collaboration of all kinds. And most often I collaborate as a dancer with other writers or poets and artists, often more than even other dancers. And so I really feel like in that moment, in that space of in between, when I'm moving and someone else is reading or playing music, there is magic that happens. And so often I say I'm a recovering choreographer because I love that sense of improvisation as it just presses you into the moment, and it's in that moment that magic happens. And so Sherry just asked me the last minute, really, a couple hours before. We're having a connection next week. We're doing a reading together. Good. It's good to remind me exactly what that is. Yes. Anyways, and so she said, "Why don't you just do a dance at my reading?" So I came and I did, and then I found all these other wonderful musicians, and it was wonderful. So yeah. Yes. So
Breaking through the cold prison wall, chiseling ice with hands and feet, I make patterns in air. As I merge with the music of the spheres, I become warmer than the sun, closer than a secret. I enter new realms, spaceless, traceless, timeless, melting all that is frozen, removing veils to reveal the quiet beneath cosmic beats that give me a glimpse of my beloved. I soon become soaked with this one glance, hiding behind this continual play of life and death, pure stillness within motion, the dance within the dance. Right now I have no purpose. My focus is gone. Reality hits me and I'm now standing on an earth that moves around the sun. There is no stability from head to toe. Nothing makes me feel right. Nothing stimulates me. Like wine that is poured into a glass, let me be filled with something new. I want to feel all sensation. I want to thrive with emotion around me so that I become dizzy with exhilaration. I thought I had the whole world inside me, but I don't. I thought I was spiritual, but I'm contradicting all my beliefs. It is all about feeling good. I want him to know that. The one whom I yielded to. The one who changed me forever. Forever.
Close Look is brought to you by Applewood Kia. Two locations in Surrey and Langley. Applewood Kia.